Here's a story from Grandpa for my three favorite little girls, Emma, Ayla, and Audrey. It's getting closer to April 22nd, which is Earth Day. Earth Day is the day when we take especially care of our planet. Of course, we should take care of the Earth every day, but it's nice to celebrate on a special day to think about how we can take care of the Earth. Here's a story from one of the Fancy Nancy I Can Read books. There are about 18 of these Fancy Nancy books. Today the story is Fancy Nancy, Every Day is Earth Day. Written by Jane O'Connor, cover illustrations by Robin Priest Glasser, interior illustrations by Alexei Ivanov and Olga Ivanov. I do not like the color green very much. You can tell by my crayons the green one looks almost new. But I adore being green. Adore is fancy for really, really loving something. Being green means taking care of our planet. Miss Glass asks, who can tell us about Earth Day? I wave my hand and say, it's like a holiday for our planet. That's right, says Ms. Glass, but I like to think that every day is Earth Day. Our class discusses rules for being green. Discuss means to talk, only it's fancier and more serious. Then we write the rules down. At home, I am shocked. I see that my family needs to be much greener. My dad is about to drive to the supermarket. Dad, I say, the green rule is less than a mile, then bike in style. At the checkout line, the guy asks my dad if we want paper or plastic bags. I say to my dad, please take note, always take a tote. Tote is a fancy word for shopping bag. Later that night it gets cold. My mom wants to turn up the heat. No, Mom, I say, it's better to wear a sweater. In the morning I stand outside the bathroom. Very soon I shout, Dad, don't waste water. Get clean but stay green. At school we each make a poster. Robert says, we are like superheroes. We are protecting planet Earth. That night I see my mom's computer is on. Right away I turn it off. My mom comes into the room. She sees the blank screen. Why did you do that? She asks. I tell her she is wasting energy. I was writing something for work, my mom says. I just went to get my glasses. Now I lost everything I wrote. I have to start all over. She is very irritated. That is fancy for mad. But how was I to know? I was just protecting the planet. I tell my sister not to run water while she's brushing her teeth. I remind my parents to turn off lights in empty rooms. Before bed, I go into my sister's room. I start to turn off the lamp. Oh no, my mom says, your sister is afraid of the dark. She likes the light on. Soon my sister is asleep. Now she does not need the light on. I tiptoe into her room and turn off the light. In the middle of the night, I wake up. I hear my sister crying. What's wrong? Your sister woke up and got scared, Dad says. She was alone in the dark. Did you turn off her lamp? Yes, I say. I was so sorry. I didn't think she would wake up. I start crying too. The next morning, my parents say it is important to be green and we will try harder, but you must not be so bossy and you must be flexible. That is the opposite of stubborn. At school, I perk up. Miss Glass adores my poster. My green crayon does not look new anymore. My family really is greener now. Tonight at dinner we use candles, not light bulbs. We use cloth napkins, not paper ones. Guess what? Being green can also be very fancy. Fancy Nancy's fancy words are adore, to really, really love something or someone. Discuss, to talk seriously. Flexible, the opposite of stubborn. Irritated, mad. Tote, a shopping bag. Here's what Nancy learned. Less than a mile, then bike in style. Please take note, always take a tote. In cold weather, keep the room temperature low. It's better to wear a sweater. Don't waste water. Get clean, but stay green. And that's the end of the story. Fancy Nancy was a little bossy about how she thought people should act. Discussing with people probably would have gotten a better response than just bossing them around or forcing them to do things like turning off her mother's computer or turning off her sister's nightlight. Though to be honest, her mother should have saved her work before walking away with her computer, which every person knows. What are some of the things that Fancy Nancy should do to save the earth? Walking or biking rather than using a car when there's short distances. Bringing your own reusable bags, also called totes, when you're going to the grocery store. Putting on a sweater rather than turning up the heat at home. Taking shorter showers to use water. Not running water while brushing your teeth. Turning off electrical devices and lights when they're not using. And using reusable napkins rather than paper napkins that are thrown away. It may not seem like very small things, and these things may be doing things by small people like you, but it adds up. Every little bit helps. Was there something in the story that you could do? I bet you could. I know that I could. Can we all try to do some of these things right now to celebrate Earth Day? I know you can do it. Always remember that Grandpa loves you, as every day and especially when you take care of the earth, and I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.